I've helped answer business questions in every industry. Well, not really, but throughout my coaching career and live streaming journey, I've answered many questions related to specific industries. And since I thought the answers might be useful to some of you, I've asked my video editor to make a compilation video of them. Here are my top 10 pieces of advice for entrepreneurs in different industries that can elevate your game and set you on the path to success.
Rich, if I'm in the niche similar to yours of teaching coaches and consultants marketing tactics and strategies, I see your infinity funnel system dominating the market. What would you do if you were me? I think the most important thing, Martin, is to begin to master short form content. Courses are more and more going to be more and more difficult to sell. There's been an explosion of course platforms, everything from Thinkific, Teachable, Udemy, you name it, Masterclass. There's a million of them. How many courses do you currently have that you would like to go through but don't have the time? And understand that if you've answered either of those questions where you don't, understand you're not alone. Most people are in that same boat. We're building courses for people who have no time to watch them. So I think that part of any future-oriented solution is recognizing that and figuring out a way where you can make your content much more modularized, minimum publishing unit kind of thing. And therefore you can mix and match. And while it doesn't need to be as short as a TikTok video, I do think that making modularized pieces that answer a specific question, that get a specific outcome, is the future. I have an online training for healthcare professionals where I teach them 4 marketing strategies to build their professional brand in social media in order to get more patients to their private practice. medicalmarketingacademy.com. My main source to get new customers is referrals. What other strategies do you suggest I can use to grow my business? I think that having lots of case studies of the success that you've gotten for people would be very useful. I think you could make it so that you have 2 different prices. One that you charge if people don't commit to giving you a referral, and a cheaper price that once they've gotten their result, or once you've helped them get the result and done everything that you said, that they would refer someone else. I think to make it a condition of doing business with you.
I've got 3 past clients that I'm testing equity share deals on. One is completely new e-commerce affiliates startup site. How can I think about setting my percentage on this? One thing that I will tell you for sure, where you get paid some ongoing thing for something that you've done to that business, like create a new profit center for them. No matter what you do, you have to give your clients a way of buying you out, because the alternative is that you're forcing them to eventually screw you. It's like, if I could help your business make an extra $1, would you give me 25 cents? People always say yes. And then when they start cutting you a check 2 years or 3 years after you did the work, and they're like, why am I still paying this? If they don't have a way to buy themselves out, they're going to screw you. And so you're forcing them to screw you. Give people the ability to buy themselves out of that at some point, because they're not going to stay forever. It could be like 2 times the last year's worth of payments or something like that, paid out over time. But it should be more than what they owe you next month or what they'd have to pay you for the next year, but not so much more that it becomes like you're still pushing them to screw you. At the end of the day, you have to make it so that it's a little painful to buy you out, but not so painful that, like, well, screw it, I might as well just screw this person, right? So there's somewhere in between. How would you reach a market of college basketball teams if you had a program to help them be more successful through challenging assumptions, shifting mindsets, and working together? I think the college basketball teams would probably be difficult. I'd start with high school teams. I'd try to develop a relationship with the coach. I'd try, like, a decision maker, and I think everything is a claim until you can back it up with at least one proof point. So for me, like, I was able to point to my success offline as a proof point of why I could teach you how to grow your business online. Not a great proof point, but enough to get started. So you need to build a proof point, and that proof point might be a high school basketball team. It could be a college basketball team if you can get access to a college basketball coach, but you're going to need to get some buy-in. And that first person to take that chance is taking a risk. And so who can you get? I would try to do a sniper before I did a shotgun approach. Specific people that you are most likely to convince, because it's the first couple of people who are taking the biggest risk. My question is, I have written 2 ebooks. I am struggling with whether I offer them both on a lead magnet page for free or just one of them and sell the other as an intro that they get after the free one in exchange. If someone is not interested in one ebook, they're not going to be interested in 2 ebooks. So there's really no reason to offer 2 on the front page unless they're on very different fields in very different areas, but then even that makes less sense. You really, Craig, need to recognize that this is an iterative process. After you write an ebook, you got to get it out there as soon as it's done. When you put that first one out, you're going to get back more information than anything else. You would have written a different second ebook had you released the first one and there had been anything. If it didn't sell at all, you'd be like, or no one was downloading it, you'd want to know why, and then that would take you down a direction that might have nothing to do with the ebook. If people were reading it and begging you for more, and like then maybe you'd write the second one the same way that you just already did. My niche are hairstylists who rent their chair. It's on 7 areas that they need to be incorporating into their business, such as marketing, finance, their environment, pricing, services, creating systems. It's a new business niche for me, and I have a clean slate as to what my call to action would be. Like it would be a checklist or something easy to consume. Yeah, it definitely needs to be easy to consume, Angelina. What I'm concerned about is when you talk about breaking things into 7 areas, it already seems like a lot of work. Your goal is to oversimplify in the beginning so you can get people's attention. And then as they lean in more, you can talk more about these 7 things. You first have to get their buy-in for their attention. And, oh, look, there's a more time-consuming, more effortful way of doing things. And I understand what you're saying about a checklist, but the checklist, if it's broken out into those 7 areas, it looks like a lot to do. And if they don't know that you have a solution that's not that, then you might be pushing people further away.
I'm also now working on my own podcast here in Finland, and it's going quite well, and created a little insider podcast community membership site. Any tips on how to make it successful? Sell it by premium, my friend. It's so much easier to sell a membership or continuity based on some immediate gratification. And you can't necessarily promise what's going to be in the future, but you can promise someone what they're going to get right now. And so what I am very proud of is that when I designed Steal Our Winners, what I was trying to do was design a product where what we deliver every month can be used as premiums to sell the product. In other words, the deliverables were also premium worthy. And I think if you can do that, it opens up a lot of doors for you. And so I would strongly recommend that.
Here's my model for supplement dropshipping: traffic, affiliates, sales and conversion, copying good offer, customer service, email and remarketing, and launching new products. Would you agree? Where's the advantage here? I assume you're not going to have better product because you're doing it through dropshipping. It might not even be like individually labeled, right? So why should customers buy that? Why should affiliates market that? Are you selling? Is it easier to sell for them? Are they going to make more per click? Are they like, they're not doing good in the world? It's not like these are the best vitamins and I just want to try and get them in everyone's hands. So that's not there either. So really, like, why should customers buy from you, and why should affiliates be sending their traffic to you? And if you don't have a good answer for that, don't expect them to come up with one. You're not going to benefit from anything when you go that route, because you're not benefiting your customer at the end of the day. So why the would they go out of their way to benefit your brand, your company? They wouldn't. That's not the best way to build a company. And that business is going to not be as easy to run at the end of the day and grow. If there's not a core compelling reason why people should buy from you, then I'm afraid that this, what sounds good in a paragraph, might end up being a nightmare when it's made into reality. Hi, I'm a Reiki healer for pets and people who have had advanced healing results and would like to know how to get 3 to 5 clients a day. So I actually help people in Switchfield full-time, helping people and animals heal. It's 40 a half hour, 80 an hour price range until I'm well known, and could be worth a lot because of advanced healing abilities. Also connecting with other services to offer psychic massage, light language to add. That's a tough thing to sell. You're going to have to figure out, like, how do people know that they should be taking their pet for that? Get a few clients and be looking to create a long-term relationship with those clients. If you're selling it because you believe in it, something has led you to the conclusion that has led you to believe in it. Your prospects have not had those same experiences, so they haven't come to the same conclusion. They don't believe in it. you accelerate their experience so that they come to that conclusion. That's what you want to try and do. If you are in the business of selling information, I have the perfect advice for you. I've worked with Agora, a global publishing network, for 15 years. Their business model is finely tuned to create a singular product so impeccable and efficient that it generates lifelong sales. Click on my next video to discover Agora's business model and learn how you too can apply this model to your business. To get more videos like this with even more details, featuring the world's top experts in YouTube, AI, Facebook marketing, you name it, click the link below to get free access to my Steal Our Winners library.